So what's good, y'all? It's your boy. We back with another podcast, episode 3. I got my boy Jalen with me. We went to school together. Go ahead, say what's up.
What's good with y'all, man? What's good with you?
Yeah, we went to school together. Literally graduated the same year. I wanted to bring my man on because we always talked about some real shit, and today's topic is about being a father. So and I know he has 2 kids. He has a son and a daughter, and I have a daughter. So I have 2 questions just to ask him. We both gonna answer, and that's just how it's gonna go. But all right, first question is, what was it?
What's it mean to you to be a father?
This is my podcast, and I don't even know the question. What does it mean to me to be a father? I mean, honestly, it means everything because that's one thing that, I wouldn't say I didn't have growing up because my father was there, but a father who was there for me emotionally and there to actually teach me how to navigate life and navigate my emotions is what I was missing, what I didn't have. My father was kind of abusive, and he was very just built different, and he's more old school. So I really didn't have him there to call on him. And for me, being a dad and having the availability is amazing because I look forward to the moments. Everybody look forward to the happy moments. I look forward to the moments when she's crying in my arms and I'm her security. You feel me? I'm her safe space. I'm a place she can just come and be free and be safe. You know what I mean? And it means everything to me to be a father because honestly, that's all I wanted. Go ahead.
Man, to be a dad. To be a father, man, to me, that's the greatest feeling in the world, really. And touch on what he said, the happy moments is good, you the fun parent, you do all the fun stuff. But it's also nice to know that having a daughter, man, look, that's a different kind of parenthood for a man. My son, I'll die for my son. For real. You know what I'm saying? If I had to lay my life down on the line for his, I'd do it. However, in contrast to my daughter, I'd take somebody off the earth for my daughter. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, facts.
It's, you know what I'm saying? And so, for when they run to you, you know what I'm saying? When you come pick them up, or when you come to see them or whatever, it may, you know what I'm saying, it give you a feeling ain't nothing else in this world gonna give you that feeling.
But we got kids playing in the background.
Yeah.
Man, it don't give you, when I hear my daughter, she be like, Daddy, and I'll be I just be smiling, because it's just, like you said, it's that feeling of them approaching you, and it's just amazing.
I tell you another thing, too, though, to touch up on, I wouldn't say the downsides of being a dad. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say the downsides, you know what I'm saying? But you are gonna have to get used to in a sense, somebody they'll overlook how you feel about something or your opinion on something. You know what I'm saying?
That's as a man, I think.
And not really because there's drama or whatever, but it's just kind of how it's become in society, for real. One of my rules to being a dad is when I'm with my kids, no matter how bad my day's been, I do not have a bad day in front of them. You know what I'm saying? I try to do it with, coaching kids, all that.
That's one thing I refuse. I feel that though, because one thing in my marriage I refused to do when I was married is I told my ex-wife at the time, I said I refuse to be a miserable dad. I was cool with being a miserable husband. That was cool because I figured everybody's miserable. So I'm cool with that. But being a miserable dad, I said I refuse to be one of those. I said I'd rather be happy and my daughter see me happy, because I've seen my parents sad my whole life, and that ain't nothing for you to want to see. You want your kid to see. That's why I tell people a lot of times is you got to choose you first even over your kids. Now there's certain situations who eats first? Your kids, obviously. But sometimes you going to eat first if you need to go out and, hunt to get the food. I need it straight to go. But it's just the respect and the love that you can have, which is going to show within the house. We ain't going to have that conversation. But anyways, we're going to move on to the next question. You okay? You okay? Go in there with you. Go tell your mama. Anyways. But the next question is, in your own opinion or in your own words, what is the hardest part about being a father to you? And that's where we come with the downsides. For me, you want to go first? I don't know. It don't matter.
Go ahead. I'll let you speak.
For me, hold on. For me, honestly, in my situation, it's just not seeing my daughter as much. And that's just due to time and different things with me and my baby mama. Like, our relationship is getting a whole lot better. Like, we're taking our daughter to the aquarium on Sunday and stuff. So, like, things is going a lot better. It's just emotions and different things like that play this part. So, like, now I have to work a lot to try to go to court. I have to do a lot of different things to get money to try and get rich, obviously. You know, trying to do everything we can. But, so I'll work probably maybe 70, 80 hours a week. So it's hard for me to see my daughter as much as I want to. She primarily lives with her mom. So the hardest part for me is just seeing her and spending time with her. And even sometimes getting a chance to FaceTime her because I won't get off till like 9 o'clock. And it makes me feel like I'm a bad dad because I'm not there as much as I want to. But like, I'm there more than my dad was type shit. So like, I'm already not trying to one up him or nothing, but I'm already one up more than what I even wanted to be because I wanted to be better than him. And I already am in a sense. But like I said, the hardest part is really just not being able to be there. But I know I will, and that's what I'm working so hard for, so I can free myself and get more free time to be able to spend as much time. Because I don't want to miss no games. I don't want to miss no recitals, no graduations, nothing. I don't care what it is. Work is never going to make me miss nothing. So I know I got to work until I can get to that point. But that's it for me.
Hardest part about being a dad, that's a lot of, for real. But for me, man, I'm with, I'm married, me and my wife, we live together. So, the kids live with us and stuff. And
you got extra kids that live with him.
Yeah,
His little sister and little brothers too.
Yeah.
He's like a father of 5.
Yeah, I got 5 kids, technically. But, really, for me, it's just always, always being, I wouldn't say always being the strong one, but as always keeping that, like, cool. Like, no matter how big the storm is, I always try to stay cool, stay calm. You know what I mean? Like, you need something, come to me. If I got it, you got it. If I ain't got it, you feel me? Then I'm going to go get it, and then I'm going to give it to you. And that's and I'm sure other, husbands that, that work and got kids, and I mean, it's rough, you know what I'm saying?
And I mean, yeah, I felt that because, like, in my marriage, even though I ain't had no kids, I still felt the same way. I was working 2 to 3 jobs just to make sure that we were straight, but also have money to do fun things and do what we want. But, like, having to be the strong and having everything put on you, it's like, it's hard to do that, especially when you feel like you and you ain't really got nobody pouring into you. Like, if you gotta be God in a situation, or you gotta be the superhero, you feel me, you don't have nobody else that's saving you, or nobody's there to pick you up when you fall or keep you going, because you got all these other people. First of all, you got 6 people, you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep going and keep positive when you come home. Like I say, you can't bring work home, you not supposed to this, you not, and it's like, it's just a hard life to live when life strickens you to a lot of different things. It was good, y'all. As y'all might have seen in the video, we got these shirts. This is like the final product of what it's gonna look like, the Forgotten Ones with the line through. This is just like one of the rough drafts I made. I'm gonna put a line through that one too. And I'm gonna get a lot more shirts made. Yeah, they fire. And then I'm gonna show you the back. I got stuff coming out, but on the back it says, I'm gonna read it right here. It says, "This is a brand for those of you who have been overlooked, picked last, or forgotten about. I haven't forgot about you. We are the Forgotten Ones." So it's really a brand. For me, I went through trauma. I was abused, and my mama left, so I was with abandonment my whole life. And there's a lot of ways he can relate to. And like basketball, for example, we both played basketball, but and we was both really good and really athletic and really skilled in certain areas. But nobody really decided to take us one-on-one and see our true potential and put us to a position where we could be everything we could be. And that's what this brand is for. It's for those of you who got gifts and talents, but they either got slept on, or you just put them to the side and forgot about them because life and work or kids or whatever it may be had you so stricken that you don't even do them no more. I got people that tell me, like, I used to draw, I used to be coded this, I used to be coded writing. I was like, you used to be? What do you mean? What, you just stopped getting good or something? Like, no, you got good. It didn't mean you got bad. It means you need to get back to doing it. And look how great you could be. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because he's a writer himself. So, like, and that's something he's been tapping back into. So it's like, it's just something it's a brand to remind you that, like, you might feel like you've forgotten about, but I ain't forgot about you. You know what I'm saying? At least one person let you know that you got value and you got worth, and there are gifts or talents that were put inside of you for you to use and for the world to hear. Because another thing I've learned is that, like, if you never put your lyrics out there, we'll never know your song. I'll never be able to know what you're feeling. I'll never be able to sing along with you, and I never will be able to celebrate you if you keep yourself locked in and closed in and think you're forgotten about when you really ain't. But yeah, that's it. Appreciate y'all. If you want it, just hit me up, DM on the Instagram. I am Dallin Goldring. We'll talk about prices. I'm gonna get him one too. We're gonna put him in it. It's gonna be hard, but it makes it hard.
Yeah, life will definitely throw some curveballs at you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, best advice I can give you is to stay in the box, sit down on it, wait, and swing when you feel like you got it.
For real. But on that 0-2 pitch or something, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Wait till you hit, cause
Keep fighting. That's what they tell you when you got 2 strikes and you keep hitting foul balls. There you go. Keep fighting.
I mean,
That means you almost got it. So
you gotta think
keep
of
going.
you gotta think of a game. I like Uno. It's like when you playing Uno, you could start off with a terrible hand, but it's how you deal that motherfucker and then what comes next and what you do with what comes next. It makes you know you could really win.
Hey,
You
'cause
sitting there
I-
mad, well you be pissed, be like,
Because I done started with no skip cards, no wild cards, no reverses, nothing.
this 2, 3, 6, 9.
You be like, man, this is over. And then before you know it, look, you like, oh no.
Niggas be like,
Hey, you got the same one
You
that you
over
been holding the
shaking.
whole time.
you ever go that one car?
And you know what always happens? Just like in life, bro. Somebody, I ain't gonna say they fuck up, you feel me? But they think they got you. Life think it got you, and they play that wild card, and it just so happen to call
Big
call the color that you got. You be like that.
You
You be smiling, look, game.
You like a game. Niggas be like, what? You like, y'all should have seen the cards I had, bro. Y'all should have seen the cards I had, my nigga, for sure. And people don't understand that life is just like, that's what opportunities. Like, I've learned as a man, too, as just an adult, learn to be able to take no. Like, I love when people tell me no. Because it gives me a reason to get better. It gives me a reason to find a yes. And then you never know, you got a million no's, but all you need is one yes. And that one yes can change your life. And you sitting there so worried about getting told no, you don't even ask the question.
Yeah. Hey, for real.
And then you stuck.
Gotta stay strong. Especially when you got kids. Even, you know what I'm saying?
For real.
Even if you feel like you can't.
You got to.
You like, man, I don't know.
And the thing about being strong though is like with your kids as they get older, you ain't gotta like being strong is being strong in your emotions, being strong in your feelings too. Like you ain't gotta don't be afraid to, you know what I'm saying, not be sad or like don't try to hide your feelings or hide what you're going through from your kids because they're gonna go through that shit too. Yeah. And if they see the way you operate through it, they're gonna try to operate it, the same way. So if you get mad and throw shit when you get upset, that's the same thing they do. It mimics it, literally. And if like you get shut down, you just don't talk about it. That's the same thing they're gonna start doing. You like, what's wrong? Why ain't you talking to me? Like we want to express to our kids. I want you to always talk to me. I want you to always open up to me. Like always be comfortable. But we gotta be the same way with them. Now we ain't gotta tell them every single thing, obviously, but. You know what I'm saying? When you sad, let them know you sad, but let them know I'm not sad to where I'm defeated. I'm not sad to where I can't keep going. I'm just sad right now, but it's not going to last like this forever. So they know anytime they get sad or they get depressed, it's not going to be there forever and they can fight through it. And that's killer because a lot of times for me, I know when my mom was hurt, I know she had a really hard life and she chose drugs and different things as her vice to try to cure her hopelessness. You know what I mean? And like, I don't want that for my kids. And it was because... she didn't have us to be able to do that for her because she left us. And then when she tried to come back, it's hard to build a relationship when I got life doing what I need to do, especially having a kid. It just brings up all the extra shit that already happened with me and her. So like, but you feel me? Without the connection, without having that drive or something like your kids to pull you and keep you going, you're going to look for something else. And, I mean, people still got kids and do other shit, but I look for that shit in my daughter. Like the smile and the joy in her eyes is the reason why I do what I do. So nothing's really hard. I would say there's nothing really bad about being a father because that's what makes my life so great. It's just the bad part, you know what I'm saying, is when you can't do everything you can for them because life is life. You gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. But that's it, y'all, for the podcast. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, my boy.
Oh yeah, no problem.
He gonna be on again. We're gonna talk about more shit just as men too, because y'all know this is a men's podcast.